4 of the best professional poker players and 4 of the luckiest amateurs have met in Aruba to fight over a total prize pool of $350,000.
The World Poker Tour hits the beach in Aruba. Shuffle up and deal.
The World Poker Tour is a series of international poker tournaments featuring some of the biggest games and the largest payouts on the planet. Today, we're on the exotic island of Aruba for the UltimateBet.com Ultimate Poker Classic. It's the 3rd stop on this high-stakes journey around the world, and today, everything's wild. Some of the world's top professional poker players are here, along with amateurs who won their seats by winning tournaments online at Ultimate Bet. And at the end of the day, we're pitting the pro champ against the top amateur, one-on-one, for a $25,000 seat at the World Poker Tour Championship Final, where the payday could be in the millions. Now, down to the WPT Arena, where poker champ Mike Sexton and celebrity poker star Vince Van Patten are in the middle of all the action.
Welcome to the World Poker Tour Ultimate Poker Classic. I'm Vince Van Patten, along with my good friend Mike Sexton, and we are in beautiful Aruba, living like true gamblers should.
You know, Vince, we're entering a new era for the poker world. The days of the smoke-filled poker rooms in the back of pool halls, those days are history.
Now we're watching a new format too. This is a unique kind of tournament. Let's talk about that.
It is sort of unique concept in that they have 2 separate divisions here. They have what they call an amateur division, where 100 players qualified online to earn their trip down here and play in this championship. And then they have a professional division where they invited 8 top professional players in the world to come down and play. Each of those 2 divisions have played down to the Final 4, which is what we're going to see today. The winner of each of those divisions will meet in a classic heads-up battle. It's a David versus Goliath to determine the Ultimate Poker Classic champion.
That's right. And the winner of that, of course, goes to the World Poker Tour event next April, where there's millions of dollars at stake. So this is a very, very important tournament. Okay, predictions. We've done this a few other times. You make your predictions. Whoever you predict seems to be knocked out first. You are the true kiss of death. So who do you like this time?
Well, this time I think we have 2 clear-cut favorites. On the amateur side, I like Kathy Liebert to win this side. She has the most experience at the table. Excellent no-limit hold'em player. And on the professional side, I like Phil Hellmuth. I think he's the #1 seed in all no-limit hold'em tournaments.
Okay, very good. You put the kiss of death on them. I will take, because I think there's a lot of luck involved. On the amateur side, the blinds are so big that I like Juha from Finland. I played with him the other night on a ring game. He tapped me out. He broke me. And on the professional side, I will take Phil Gordon, who seems like a very lucky man. So that's our predictions. So let's listen to the chips clatter. Let's watch the cash flow, and let the battle of poker begin.
Okay, let's play some poker. 15 to 30 blinds, 3,000 any dealers, shuffle up and deal.
We're playing no-limit hold'em. 2 cards down and 5 cards up for everyone to play, and you can lose it all in a single hand.
As our amateur tournament gets underway, Juha Helppi is our chip leader. He's only 25 years old and flew in from Finland to play this tournament. Next to him is Woody Moore, solid wood as they call him. He's got plenty of poker experience under his belt, but he's also our short stack with only 43,000. On the other side of the table, Kathy Liebert. Kathy's a seasoned pro who snuck into the amateur tournament by qualifying online. She has 253,000 in chips. Now in the seat next to her, Anssi Tuliverda. He's another Finnish player. He's a friend of Juha, and he just started playing poker 3 months ago. He has 181,000.
Okay, action's underway. Now, Woody Moore's a short stack with only 40,000 in chips, but Woody has the experience and he knows what it takes to win.
Woody Moore, real solid player. We call him old school poker. He plays really solid, maybe a little extra tight. But believe me, he's not intimidated. He will push you in when he has to.
I just lost a $140,000 pot right before he got down to the Final 4. So I have to get very lucky tomorrow.
Well, he's looking at his hand. It's not much of a hand. It's just a queen-8 with different suits. What's he going to do?
This is really exciting, Vince, to get to see these players' cards, because the viewers are going to get a nice insight on what these players are actually thinking. Now, Woody Moore is an experienced poker player, but he's a limit hold'em player. This is no limit poker. He's going to go all in.
He's doing
Woody Moore's moving all in.
Woody Moore is all in on the first hand.
I have a big hand.
Well, Woody announces he has a big hand. Of course he doesn't, but the crowd likes it.
Kathy throws her 9-5 offsuit away.
Call.
Ansi has called him.
Well, he has 5 jack of diamonds. Interesting.
Calls.
And Juha is going to call 10,000 more, even though he only has a jack 6 of clubs.
Juha calls.
Don't forget, when you're 4-handed down, you got to play lesser cards. You can't wait for big kings and aces every time. You got to play a little looser, and that's what these guys are doing.
So here we go. We have Ansi and Juha.
Against Ansi.
Woody Moore is all in against him.
Flop comes
The
ace.
jack comes on the flop. It comes ace, jack 3.
Ansi checks.
Ansi's checking. He has a pair of jacks, and so is Juha.
Well, they both have jacks. They've checked.
Turn card's a tray of hearts. Ansi checks. Juha checks. Next card's an 8 of diamonds. Flush possibility.
Ansi has just hit a flush. So what's he going to do here?
He has the jack 5 of diamonds. He's made a diamond flush.
Ansi has just made a huge hand.
Check.
Ansi
Maybe he's
checks,
trying to
Juha
trap his
checks.
friend. No, he
Turn
checks
over,
it up. He's
gentlemen.
going to show it.
Woody's got two
Woody Moore
8s.
turns up the queen high. It's
Ansi's
not
got
good.
a flush. Hasn't had jack
Woody
6.
is
He's had
out
the
of the
best hand of
tournament.
river. He had
Woody
jacks.
Moore had no choice but to go all in there. Ironically, he had the best hand. He had a queen 8 over a jack 6 and a jack 5. He got a little unlucky that a jack flopped up there. Woody Moore, our 4th place finisher, will take home $6,000 from Aruba and a beautiful memory and a beautiful vacation.
So long, Woody. Back to the golf course.
Woody, great playing.
I'm just very happy to make the Final Four. It was a great event.
Now they're down to 3. And every time you see a player get knocked out of a tournament, you get a little tingle up your spine. You're excited. You get close to that big money.
For those of you that are new to the game, we've got a quick tutorial on how to play Texas Hold'em. The game is No Limit Hold'em, the Cadillac of poker. It's a game that takes a minute to learn and a lifetime to master. To start, each player is dealt 2 cards face down. Then, 5 community cards, cards everyone can play, are placed face up on the table. Each player combines their 2 hidden down cards with the community cards to make their best 5-card poker hand.
And betting is really what this game is all about. Let me explain. You get your first 2 cards, you make a bet. Then the dealer puts the first 3 community cards on the table. In poker, we call this the flop. They bet again. Then the dealer puts the 4th community card on the table. This is called the turn card. Once again, big round of betting. Then the last card. We call this the river. It's turned up on the table. They make a big last round of betting. Turn your cards over, you see who wins.
They call it No Limit Hold'em because there's no limit on how much a player can bet. At any moment, he can declare that he is all in and push all of his chips into the pot.
Right, and that makes chip position, or how many chips you have, very, very important in this game.
And with that pot, Ansi moves into 2nd chip position. Juha from Finland is our chip leader. Ansi in 2nd chip position with $270,000, and Kathy Liebert in 3rd place with $250,000.
Ansi first, he's going to fold the hand. Now Juha.
I'll say one thing for the Finn twins here. They were extremely confident going into this final here. They really believe that they're going to win this tournament. I don't think they really understand how good Kathy is, to be honest with you.
Now Juha has a 9 and a 7, but they're both hearts, and he's going to raise it. He's an aggressive player. He's raising it up. Put a little pressure on our pro Kathy Liebert.
He's raised out of the small blind with the 9-7 of hearts.
Now Kathy has a 7-5 of diamonds. It's suited. You got to play kind of loose when it's down to 3 hands. What's she going to do?
She's smiling.
She's smiling. It's tempting. It's tempting. You never know. She's throwing it away.
She throws her hand away. Looked like she was thinking about moving her chips over the top of him there.
That would have been impressive.
Juha takes that pot, and he and Kathy are starting to mix it up. Kathy is normally an aggressive poker player. She does play back over the top. She's got a lot of heart when it comes to playing No Limit Poker, and she's looking forward to taking on Juha today.
He's going to gamble with me, and I'm going to gamble with him, so we'll see what happens.
Ansi has the button.
Now the button, you're going to be hearing a lot about the button in this tournament, is that little white hockey puck that moves around the table each hand. It tells the dealer where to start dealing.
And the 2 players to the left of the dealer button have force bets called blinds. The blinds make sure there is action and money in the pot on every hand.
Now Ansi just picked up a 6-7 of hearts, a suited connector. Now he's throwing it away. He's throwing it away. That's not a bad hand when structure is this big.
Now here comes Juha out of the small blind.
Can I please have the chip count?
Now, this is very interesting. He's asking for a chip count for her. He's trying to act like he's strong when, in fact, he might be weak. And let's see if Kathy picks up on this.
Well, you know what? He only has a 9 and a jack, 2 different suits. It's not a very strong hand. This guy's either going to call or raise, you could tell.
Most people might try to limp in with this to try to see a flop, see if they can catch something with it.
You got to play really aggressive and really fast. That's how you have to play three-handed tournament poker.
Raise 50,000.
He's raising it 50,000 more.
Now, Kathy looks at it for the first time. She was only studying the players. Then she looked at the cards.
He's called 15,000, raised it 50,000
She's
more.
going all in, Mike.
Kathy is coming over the top. She has the Queen 10 of spade. You have to admire her fortitude here. She's sensed weakness in Juha. Indeed, he is weak. She is raised with the Queen 10 of spade. She's a top pro. She understands that with the structure as it is, you've got to get in there and gamble. She's doing so, and she's picked out a perfect time to do it, in that Juha only has a Jack-9 offsuit. Now let's see what Juha does. It looks like he's going to call this hand. I don't know how he can. It's another 115,000 to him. I think it's a bad play on his part with a Jack-9 offsuit. He's essentially saying he has to outdraw Kathy to win this pot.
Juha calls. We got a pot.
They're turning over the cards.
Turn them up.
Now Kathy's going to love it when she sees this hand. She's got up.
Juha has Jack-9 offsuit. Kathy has Queen 10 suited.
Here we go.
It's
10-8-6. Kathy has flopped the top pair, 2 10s.
Beautiful for Kathy.
Juha has an open-end straight draw, however. He can catch a queen or a 7 to make a straight, or catch a jack to make a bigger pair.
Look at this.
And it's a queen.
Man.
Now this gives Kathy the top 2 pairs. She has queens and 10s. She can catch a queen or a 10 and make a full house and still win. But right now, Juha is a big favorite to win this hand and knock Kathy out. And he's done it.
He's going to do it, yes. Look at him up and at him. Poor Kathy just shaking her head. Bad outdraw.
She walks past us and out of the arena here, but she's feeling a little dejected. First of all, that he could call her. Second of all, that he outdrew her. And the friends from Finland have eliminated Kathy Liebert. My pick to win. Now let's go to Shauna, who is with Kathy.
Great playing. Just tell us what happened.
For some reason, he decided to call with a very weak hand, Jack-9 offsuit, which I'm actually very surprised he called with the hand that weak. But I wasn't as lucky as him and didn't catch my card on the river.
I think she made a great move. She put him on a weak hand, which he had. He decided to gamble with that weak hand.
And we have a break.
It sure paid off for him. He's a massive chip leader now, playing heads up. We got a finished final here, Vince. You're watching the World Poker Tour. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
You can become the next WPT Poker Made Millionaire, but you have to play to win.
Two players are gone. 2 remain. Now it's friend versus friend for a seat at today's final heads-up match.
We're down to our final 2 players. Let's get back to the action. Well, Vince, we're down to a finish.
We sure are. Look at these guys.
Well, they've got to be thrilled, and even whoever loses, they're really going to be thrilled for the other guy that both of them got this far to play heads up in this match. This is a great achievement for them.
Juha Helppi and Anssi Tuulivirta were lucky to discover their talent for poker. Their country, after all, isn't exactly known for its Friday night poker games.
Not so many players play in Finland. I think 200, 300 players. Not so many.
There is only one casino, which is 2-hour drive away from my home, which is pretty far.
When Juha taught his friend Anssi how to play, he did a very good job. Their first lesson was only 3 months ago, and now the teacher is going head-to-head with his student at the World Poker Tour's final table of the amateur division in Aruba.
I didn't even believe it myself that I could have this good chance to win it, but that's what I want.
I have to say that Juha is one of the best heads-up players I've ever seen, so it's going to be very tough.
Now, Anssi's making a nice move here, I think. He wants to move around where he can look into his opponent's eyes a little bit better here. I like this.
Now you see that Juha wears glasses, but he also puts that little covering over it so that you don't see his eyes. A lot of poker players don't want you to see their eyeballs, so you can't get a tell on them. He's doing that and does it quite well. Wears those sunglasses.
Here we go. We're down to heads-up poker. Juha has a massive chip lead at this point. It's going to be interesting to see if the teacher's taught the pupil all he knows, Vince.
Well, Juha looks at his hand. He has a king and a 6 of hearts. That's a pretty nice hand, heads up. You got to expect he's going to raise it. He takes his time, Juha.
I'll say one thing about Juha. Yeah, he doesn't make mistakes because he rushes. He does take his time. He is calm. He is collected while he's playing. He did show some excitement when he knocked Kathy Liebert out of the tournament, but that's because he outdrew her.
Anssi very fidgety over there. He scratches a lot. He's
Raised 100.
Looks very concerned.
Juha's going to raise it.
Sure he is.
Juha makes it 100,000.
He's going all in.
Making 100,000, and Anssi quickly moves all in over the top.
He's got a pair of 7s.
More? Well, I call anyway.
Yeah, you called it. Okay.
Here they go. Let's look at the showdown. We have a king 6 of hearts against 2 7s. All right, let's see what happens. Juha can become our champion on this hand if he gets lucky again. He's a big underdog again.
Flop comes 7, 8.
Well, he's got 3 of a kind.
Flop comes 8, 7 deuce. He's flopped 3 7s. He didn't even wince when he flopped the 3 7s. He didn't even flinch.
Next card.
Next card to come off is a 6. Juha mucks his hand before they get to the river card, knowing it's no good no matter what comes off the deck.
7's full of 8s.
Anssi doubles up.
Now, for the people out there that don't know, you see Anssi had less chips than Juha, and when he said all in, he could only win what he lost, what he had in front of him. So Juha just has to match whatever Anssi had, and that's exactly what he's doing. The rest of it goes back into Juha's pile. You know, all these players are here today as guests of Ultimate Bet. If they were amateurs, they won their way. If they're professionals, they were invited, Mike.
Their slogan is, where virtually everyone plays poker.
Once you're here in Aruba, you can sail the crystal clear Caribbean waters. If you're a poker player, though, to get here, you first had to surf the web. The Ultimate Poker Classic is sponsored by UltimateBet.com, an online poker room that allows anyone with an internet connection to log on and ante up.
I used to like live action, but I love online poker.
It's real fast and it's fun online. You get to chat.
I can be working and playing at the same time.
Online poker is one of the next great frontiers.
I play an Ultimate Bet. I'm probably the most horrible online player in the world, but I love it.
It's not surprising the pros pull up a chair at Ultimate Bet's virtual table. After all, they helped design the site.
Where else in the world can you sit down and play for play money with Phil Hellmuth Jr. or play 25-cent, 50-cent pot limit game with Devilfish? You just can't do it.
To keep the good times rolling, Ultimate Bet flew 80 online competitors, all expenses paid, to Aruba for some fun in the sun. And to spice up the mix, UB also brought 8 of the finest professional players to Aruba to give some advice and maybe teach a lesson when the top pro goes heads up against the online champ. Whoever comes out victorious wins a $25,000 seat in the World Poker Tour Championship and a chance to be named the best poker player alive. Everyone else just gets a tan.
How sweet it is. One day you're playing online, battling it out, and the next year you're in Aruba playing against the world champs.
At this stage, Juha still has about a 2-to-1 chip lead over his pupil. These guys look serious, though. They're playing hard at each other.
Look at this. They're talking a little strategy here just between each other, acting very casual considering what's at stake. Now look at this. Juha has a jack ace. That's a pretty strong hand, heads up. Likes his hand.
It's a good hand, heads up.
You got to figure he's going to raise this.
Raise 60,000.
There he goes.
60,000. How much? 60 total?
He bets 90,000. He's raised it 60,000.
The two friends going at each other.
Very playable hand.
He's got that miserable look, but he's calling with a 9-king in his hand. Anssi's going to call it.
So right now we have 186,000 in the pot. This is a huge, huge pot here. Don't go away. The action's heating up on the World Poker Tour.
We'll be right back.
The teacher, Juha Helppi from Finland, is locked in a high-stakes battle with his best student, Anssi, as the last two amateurs clash to determine who will take on the winner of the Pro Division for the Ultimate Poker Classic title.
Looks like we have a big pot going here, Vince. Let's get back to the action. We have the King 9 versus the Ace Jack. Right now, Juha has the best hand. Let's see what flops out there. Whoa, look at this flop. 9-9-5.
9-9-5.
Surprise, surprise for Anssi.
Oh, this is a gin for Anssi here.
Oh, he's checking it.
He should check. I would have checked also.
He's trapping. He's sandbagging.
I would have checked also. Juha raised before the flop. Normally people that raise before the flop bet after the flop.
Bet.
Look at Anssi looking straight ahead. Now he's looking back down to ensure himself what he's got. Juha's only bet 50,000 here. Now that's a very peanut little bet.
I'm all in.
Anssi has moved all in over the top.
It's a raise of about 200,000.
So Juha was either trying to pick this pot up cheap. Anssi came back over the top for all his money. Another check raised by Anssi. It looks to me like the pupil's starting to teach the teacher a little bit about the game, Vince.
Well, he's certainly an actor. Does body language tell you that he's weak? You know, bet into me, I'll fold. That's what he's telling his opponent, but then he comes right over the top.
Juha folds.
Sure enough, Juha throws his hand away.
And Anssi shows him a 9.
He shows him a 9. It looks to me like the student is